how beautiful it is right now. It's a few minutes after 5. I got out here later than I wanted to, but we're going right in. It's so beautiful outside right now. That beautiful sun that's setting. See the color of my skin? It looks normal. For it's about to be Red Lobster and biscuits, but at least it'll go with my swimsuit, right? Isn't that gorgeous swimsuit? Michael Kors. I love it. Dressing fancy for you with the pearls. Oh shit, it's cold. Shocker, it's cold. Oh yes. But look how beautiful that is. Oh shit. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah. 444. I saw when I was coming out here. Oh shit. Don't want to get sucked out there into that current. It is dangerous out here. People have died. It's not a joke. It's for real. Sad but true. Every summer around June and July, I was looking it up today. I already knew that people die out here. I've been out here one day where someone almost died, actually. It was not how I wanted my dip to go, but they didn't die, so that was good. But every June or July, people get frisky because it gets hot and they think they're going to go out there and swim in the middle of the river where the current's really strong, and then the end of that story is not good. I looked it up today because I don't want you to think that like I don't value my life just because I come out here and get in this cold ass river. That's the complete opposite. I do value my life. I am a mother after all. My life is very valuable. Yeah, when you are raising productive human beings that are gonna amount to something in this life, your life is valuable. Oh, I'm shivering. I was already cold before I got out here, you guys, because I stayed at school after school for an hour, getting my mom minutes, as I like to call them. When I hang out with my other parents and we have conversations that usually don't involve the children, usually they're pretty X-rated conversations, not for children's ears. There's grandpas and dads in the mix too. It's not just other moms, but I call it getting my mom minutes because it's important to socialize with grown-ups. Yeah, if you're a parent, you especially need to socialize. It's important for your kids to see you have conversations with other people. It's important for your kids to see you socialize. So, oh my God, I can't believe I'm already cold like this. But I guess my point for bringing that all up was that it's important to have friends and it's important to have a community. But my whole point was that while I was standing outside, it was cold and my hands were cold. And I was thinking, oh shit, I'm already cold and I'm not even in the river yet. So I come here already cold and shaking in my boots, which is something I'm not used to doing. I do not like to turn up the heat in the truck or the car, whichever I come in, before I come here, because I do not want to be like all roasty toasty, because it makes it harder to get in such an uncomfortable position. This is really uncomfortable right now for me. I can tell you for sure that I'm not dunking. I'm already shaking and we're not even 4 minutes in. I'm still enjoying it though, regardless. We mentioned in other videos I'm sicko. I refuse to deny it, especially in your presence. Sorry if the phone's shaking a lot, but I am cold. I'm cold. See, this is dip number 16 for me. So it just goes to show that no matter how many times you come out here to do it, it's rough every time. It's rough, it's hard, it's beyond anything that you could ever imagine. You're probably wondering what that noise is in the background. There's some people over there on the rock enjoying this beautiful sunset, feeding the ducks and the geese. Probably shit they're not supposed to eat. People rarely come down here and actually bring the ducks food they're supposed to eat. It's the most interesting thing. Seems like if you were going to feed the ducks, that you would actually bring them their food. Maybe they actually have their food for all I know. Doesn't look like a loaf of bread, or Chinese food. It's not Chinese takeout, which I have seen people bring before. I truly have. This guy asked me one time, he's like, you want to help me feed the ducks? And then he had opened up his container of Chinese food with orange chicken in it. And I was like, well, these duck and geese, they do have an all-you-can-haul buffet from all the different things that people bring. So who am I to judge? They're well-fed, even though it's shit they're not supposed to eat. They're well-fed. But it's kind of annoying, though, because it's honestly like polluting the river as well as the animals. But what do I know? Look it up if you don't believe me. They're not supposed to eat like bread and cereals and shit. I'm not just making that up just to sound smart. But yeah, they're supposed to actually just like eat their own duck food. It's beautiful. It's cold. I cannot believe that epic sunset in the background behind me. It's part of the reason why I definitely wanted to make sure I came out here, because it has not been sunny today, but it was sunny when I got to the school to pick up the kids. I was like, oh my gosh, look how beautiful it is right now, even though it's freezing. Even though it's freezing. We are still in winter. It's February. It's cold here. This is the least amount of snow. See the beach and the duck behind me? This is the least amount of snow since I've lived here. Oh, okay. That I've experienced while living here. It's the least amount of snow, which is kind of a bummer, because this is, since I started cold dipping, I was like really looking forward to like looking like one of those seasoned people who gets in the snow and the ice. I was really looking forward to having more of that in my background. I'm not going to deny it. I feel more of a cold dipper when you see snow and ice in the background, no doubt. But to be honest with you, as cold as I am right now, I'm certainly grateful. I don't know that the snow would make it that much colder. Seems like ridiculous to say, well, of course it's going to make the water colder, but it snowed plenty of times and it's not really affected the water as much as you would think. Like, as cold as I am right now, this definitely feels like it's 10 degrees. 10 degrees tops. No, it's not. It's like 30 something. It feels colder today, so maybe it's actually colder than it was on Sunday, which today is Thursday. Today's Thursday, and on Sunday I was here, it was between 33 and 34. So maybe it's colder since then. It has rained a few times and it's been chillier, so maybe it is colder than on Sunday, but probably not by much. A few degrees maybe. I don't know. I'm freezing. We're already almost at we're over 7 minutes, so that's awesome. And the outside air temp was 45 when I first pulled up. So, oh, it's kind of, oof. River's trying to suck me out. So I don't go too far into the river, although I'm sure from where the beach looks behind me, it looks pretty far, but I'm not standing on my tippy toes. I've kind of got my knees bent so that I'm in further without going in as deep. So I'm doing things to keep myself safe while being adventurous. That's the key. Because I do value my life. I don't ever want to come across as somebody who doesn't. I'm absolutely grateful. I'm absolutely thankful. And I value my life. I value my life so much so that I continue to do this, even though I'd rather have just stayed at home and been warm and comfortable. Nobody is forcing me to do this, except for my own sick, twisted ways. There's no, like, prize at the end of this. There's there's not even anybody actually who's like, wow, you're like even more badass because you did 16. Nobody cares. I mean, there's a few of you that care, so thank you to those who do care, but most of you are like, yeah, whatever, good for you. Whatever, it's cool, man. Like, I clap for myself, so I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it. Get them chins in. It's nice when people are supportive and like want to cheer you on and think it's awesome that you do hard things, but most people don't care. I don't come out here thinking that I'm changing any lives or making that big of a difference, but people have reached out to me and said they really want to do this. I think some people are more curious about it, and if maybe they see me doing it, somebody who's making it look like it's something you could do, then hey man, I feel like I'm winning right there. You should definitely do this. Not only is it great for pictures, but it's really overall great for you, your mentality. Oh my God, I have some really awesome news. Every time I come out here, I always want to tell you all these great things that I have done because of cold dipping, but then every time I'm freezing and I can't remember jack shit. I always say like, oh, I wish I would have said that. I wish I would have said that. Because it's true. I always wish I would have said things and I always forget. So my point for saying that is today I did an over 2 mile run. And that brought me to over recorded 300 miles in my running. Oh shit, man. And I haven't even been running for a year yet. I know that's not that impressive for some people. I am fully aware. I am on the Nike app and I can see people who run like a shit ton, man. Although I'm not one of those people, I'm still freaking proud of myself that I have ran 300 miles and not even a year of becoming a runner, which I attribute to this right here, the cold dipping. And I also forgot to mention this this little fact that I have been over 60 days sober from alcohol, which is not that huge of an accomplishment for some, maybe not even for myself, but I'm actually really proud of that, because it was a lot harder than I would have expected, because every once in a while you just want to be able to cut a rug and do whatever you want in that regard, and nobody's telling me I can't, except for myself. Just something I wanted to see if I could do. So I'm really proud of that too. Like I said, none of these things matter to anybody else. They're not important to anybody else, but they are important to me. And it's not easy, the things I set out to do. So I see somebody coming down the stairs. I just wanted to see if it was somebody I know, because I know there's other people that I know that come solo dip too. Hit me up, DM me. Let's dip together. I actually do want to interview some people that cold dip. I want to interview them so that you can see how other people handle being in this situation, and how they are able to recollect, think, and hold a thought and all that kind of stuff, just so you can see that, you know, all the range of what people do. Not everybody goes in as deep as I do, but there's no you have to do it this way or that way. Just like to encourage people, no matter what they're able to do, to come out here and do this, no matter what your time is, no matter how long you do or how far you go. You have to start someplace. You have to start someplace. I'm freezing. We're almost at 12 minutes. I think that's pretty awesome. That's longer than I would have expected to have done, considering I'm already as cold as I am. I don't want to sit here and chatter the whole time, and I'm certainly sorry for telling you how cold I was. That one dip video where we came out and did 10 minutes and then went out and did 10 minutes, I just couldn't help it, man. It was the only thing I could think of, was how freaking cold I was. And I just want to keep it reality based. I want to keep it like authentic to me. And so I'm sorry if I repeat things a lot. I do. When you're cold, it's hard. It's really hard to hold your thoughts. You would know if you did it. Just take a little video of you in the shower, a cold shower, and see how well you do. Try to tell people something that sounds whatever, enjoyable. Try to be funny, try to, whatever. See how well you do. I'm freezing. And I am reminding you of that again, because I don't want you thinking this is easier than it is. It is really hard. But doing hard things is really good for you, because then you feel really confident about yourself. You have less limiting beliefs, and you don't really give a shit about what other people think about you. I mean, take it from me. I'm somebody who used to care more about what people think, and I just don't anymore. And I feel like that's freedom I haven't experienced a whole lot of in my life. I mean, there are times where I literally couldn't sleep at night because I was so worried about what I said. Did I hurt somebody's feelings? Are they going to take what I said the wrong way? Yada, yada, yada. And I'm just like, well, figure it out. And if you really don't know and you need me to clarify, I'm happy to do so. It's never really my intention to hurt anybody's feelings intentionally, unless you want me to or you make me. I am a Leo. I can bring the hurt, believe it. I don't like to, though, because it hurts my feelings to hurt your feelings, believe it or not. But if you brought it on yourself, then you have no one to blame but yourself. And on that thought, I want to take some pictures before the sun goes down, because I put it on cinematic accidentally without thinking, and when it's on cinematic, I can't take any little selfies while I'm in here. So I'll end it at 14 minutes. I'll probably be in 15 after I take pictures. So I feel like that's pretty good. Honestly, it's more than I wanted to do. I know you're probably not believing that, but Katie and I were talking about how she did 7 minutes in her freezer and how it was really nice because it wasn't really that hard to warm up. And I was like, oh God, that sounds so dreamy. Just do it 7 minutes. Instead I'm out here doing the most. It's 14 minutes right now. Anyways, we're gonna end it there. Come back and see if we come back tomorrow. Check in on me tomorrow, see if we came back, because I don't know if I'm gonna do 17 days, but I probably will. Here's hoping we do. Wishing you a wonderful day wherever you are. To the next adventure, babes. Sending lots of love your way. And boobies.